Okay. Hello. We're live at the moment. We're still waiting on two of our six, two more players to show up. 5 out of 6 tonight, so we're doing pretty good. Uh, right. So Selena was just explaining to the other players there, but I'm going to let her explain for everyone in the audience. So go ahead there, Selena.
I'll wait for the remaining members of the party
Fair
first.
enough. That is
All
a
right.
good point.
That way then everybody in the group finds out at the same time.
That is a good point.
Also, as as a smaller announcement for everybody in chat, I am possibly going to sound a bit strange today. I have recently just finished my third bout of voice training,
And it's gone
and I'm
great.
going to try and apply some of that today, hopefully. So if my voice sounds a bit shaky or it sounds a bit terrible, please feel free to send a message in chat. Tell me, because I will be using all of this as constructive criticism towards how I can adjust my voice. And hopefully, from here on out, my voice will be closer to the mark of where I want it to be in my own streams as well, let alone anything else.
I see what
So,
Azul's doing right now anyway. But yeah, no, your voice is sounding great, Selena. Also, I want to apologize to Cameron. Cameron, I'm sorry, but whenever I'm doing a collab or I'm in a Discord call with someone, the stream starting soon is silent because for whatever reason, fucking OBS won't let me just not filter out Discord and the stream starting soon. So redeems don't play with stream starting soon because I don't want friggin' Discord to hear the people I'm in call with. It's annoying. Because yeah, I wish OBS would just friggin' let us sort that out. Oh my god, yeah. Also, Clint is just showing us a whole bunch of cool stuff right now. In what was it called again, Clint?
It's a new program on Steam called Master of Realms. It's basically a TTRPG map builder that you can build it into a 2D model, or you can build it 3D and then convert it into an STL file, and you can actually print out the actual map itself, so that players can actually put their figures and go through the section.
Which is cool as hell. Yeah.
It's very detailed as well, actually.
Oh, also, we're still. I'm still climbing my way to. I'm very close still. 200 followers on Twitch. But I still have to work out a few kinks for the Ravenloft special stream. No, sorry, I said 13 away. We are actually 12 away from 200. By that point, I will have to set a date for that one shot.
absolutely, you will.
Yeah, but I'm still working on the one shot. It's nearly done. I just need to figure out how to friggin' get traps to work on Foundry, and once that's done, I can move on and just have it ready. Also, I've nearly got a playtest ready that won't be streamed, but I'll be seeing who is available. As long as I can get 4 people to play the game with me, we'll be able to do a playtest of one of the mini adventures you can get off of Arcane Foundry for Shadow Dark, just to see how it plays. And also, I have gotten a hold of Daggerheart, which will definitely be a future playthrough, at least a one shot at some time on the channel. So, yeah, look forward to Shadow Dark at some point more regularly on the channel once Strixhaven is done. I might do some Daggerheart one shots here and there, especially when I'm setting up the other when we have gaps between the years of Strixhaven, because we're nearly done with Strixhaven year 1. Once we're done with year 1, we're going to be moving on to year 2, but I'm going to be moving us over to Foundry. That will take some time because it's a whole level 1 through 10 campaign. It will take time. Oh yeah. Oh, right.
I'm also getting a new set of cards delivered tomorrow, hopefully,
Oh,
for myself.
cards.
Yeah. based on the Astrologian cards from Final Fantasy XIV, actually.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Because my character in Orion's game on a Sunday is actually a cleric who is also an Astrologian.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
So I'm actually going to have the physical deck there to be able to pull the card as and where I can.
It's nice to have
I will.
props. It's nice to have
Oh,
props.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's going to be really fun.
that's going.
I
I
am
can't wait to
looking
hear
forward to
about
it.
that.
Oh, I will definitely be sending photos in both. What in this server, in your server, Orion, and in the V dungeon as well.
I am
Nice.
just going to move Punchinello over here to the orchestra pit to goop around because I don't think that Arcana Fire is going to be in today. They would normally have messaged us by now if they were. I know Noct says that he will be in. Noct says that he will be in soon, and Calligraphy's player said that she will be in. It's just she hasn't arrived yet. Oh, I saw Calligraphy's character move. Was that you, Selena, or was that Calligraphy?
Yes, that was me.
Oh, you're just
That was
straightening
me.
out the characters. Okay, fair enough.
Making sure everybody sits on the grid perfect.
Grand.
It's rather
Okay.
annoying when they don't.
Yeah. Now I have thrown in a fair few different NPC characters that are important. I've also just thrown in some random students as well. Not too many. So I will explain something. I'll have to explain this again when the others are in, but I might as well let you all know that there will be some improv acting this time around. Anyone actually hear the music that's supposed to be playing in the background? I can't.
I can't either. I'll change over my TV.
No, can you? Best I
Okay,
can.
okay. There's meant to be
And
ambient,
watch
so
your
I've turned it up a bit. Is that better? Can people hear it? It probably still get drowned out by our voices, but as long as it's there to cover up the dead air.
That's fair, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah,
So here's
current,
what I've done with the Master of the Realms, just to see what it looks like as a test wise.
all right.
Keep
I'll
your
have to
balls in
make it.
tuck, you tit fucker.
There you go, Cameron. Now you can play it. Cameron just redeemed the pit fuckery. Oh wow, that's impressive. I'm sorry
Right,
I
and
can't
then you
share
can,
that
like-
for the audience at home because that will just friggin' murder my laptop. But yeah,
But yeah, you can have like full mountain ranges and all that, and then you can like have little things like this. It's all auto-populated, that's the only thing. But it's just for like quick map building and things like that. And I put this
okay,
city together in like 10 minutes.
very
Didn't take
nice.
that long.
Wow.
And so what you do is basically what will happen is it'll break it into these hexagonal squares for the STL files, and it'll just
Yeah.
send you the files in chunks so that you can print it and then build it on the board, and you can like
damn.
rearrange it if you want to as well.
See, I use Dungeon Alchemist for mine.
Yeah,
When
I
I'm
was.
doing.
I've heard that's very good as well,
Yeah,
actually.
I
but,
was going to ask
yeah,
you what
but-
that one was called. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but it is
Dungeon Alchemist is really, really
bitch,
good
just
because
you know.
when you use that uses a procedural AI to
Yeah.
build the map. It's using all properly sourced assets and such.
Yeah.
Like all of the models and assets that are in the game haven't actually been created by the AI. They've been created by actual
which is
members
how
of
it
the
should work.
Yeah, the AI just makes it so that it's easier on the creator of the map.
Just for scale, just so people can see. I put a hunter.
Wow.
Hello.
Not
Hello.
hey, there you are. Okay,
Hello,
we're just
Noct.
missing
Yes.
pros at the moment.
Yeah, so yeah.
I sent them a ping, but I might just DM her just to make sure. Might have lost
then you
track of time.
You can adjust the size, the squares if you wanted to build, like say, the inner inside a thing, and you need the 5x5 square grid. You can also do that as well. I think you can change it in the settings if I remember correctly.
That seems
Alright.
really cool.
Yeah, that is a very cool feature.
I'm just gonna message pros real quick. Where are you?
So this is like the top-down view, and then you can turn it into a full 3D model view. And then you just go up here to the top right, click the print button, and it'll ask you 2D or 3D print.
Very nice.
You can even take pictures while you're in here, which is really nice as well. And it removes the lines so that you just get a clear picture. So I can
Good.
go F,
Very nice indeed.
the desktop.
Okay. Yeah, we're just waiting for pros now at the moment. I guess we can just get started with the game. While we're waiting for pros, we'll catch her up once she gets in. You guys would have heard a lot of since after the OTUG exam, which is a lot. Actually, Clint, were you here last week? No, not last week. The week before. Yes.
Yeah, I was here.
Hiya, pros. Sorry. Okay, you're here. Okay.
Welcome in, pros.
We're
Nice to
all
see you
here
again.
now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't know what was going on. I just wanted to make sure. Anyway. All right. So you would have all heard some stories going on at the moment about the Rose Stage Festival. Now you did hear from Quintilius last session that ended that they were going to do a very special play. This play's been delayed because the Rose Stage, which is on the Silver Quill campus, although it is used by both Silver Quill and Prismari students, the Rose Stage is having an annual festival. It's called the Rose Stage Festival. And you will hear that the Rose Stage Festival held every year. It's basically sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. It's basically a festival held every year where people can come on stage and do some improv show. They'll be given prompt by the Master of Ceremonies that year. It's usually a student from the Play Actors Guild. The Play Actors Guild are there with their props and whatnot that they can get you. So yeah, you guys will be asked to do some improv and do a prompt today.
Improv.
Yeah. So
Yes, and
yeah. Essentially, yeah. So be ready for that. You guys are going to have to do improv as your characters with whatever prompt you're given. So
this is actually really exciting. I'm very excited about that.
So
That's really
I
fun.
mean, I assume everyone here is at least aware or is a fan of Dimension 20, right?
Never watched it.
Never watched
That
it.
is.
Okay. Oh,
I
it's
have never watched
it's if you don't know what that is, pros, it's Brennan Lee Mulligan's D&D series. It's the one he runs. Although sometimes Brea Iyengar is the dungeon master. But there's another show that's all about improv on Dropout where you can watch Dimension 20 called Make Some Noise. So for people who are fans of both Make Some Noise and Dimension 20, you might enjoy this. So let me just read the little text blurb. You guys are all heading over. You guys would be heading over to the festival. So once you're ready to begin this event, once you're all heading towards the event, you'll hear yodeling, mocking chants, dramatic annotations, baritone singing, and other such enthusiastic sounds reach your ears as a rowdy, laughing group of students come into view. You are all here, of course, at the Rose Stage. Oh, I meant to zoom out there. There we go. So yeah, you will see Quintilius up there on the stage. I've put Punchinello into the orchestra pit. I assume Punchinello is going to be goofing around with some of the instruments down there. Although it's all part of the festivities. Actually, you know what? Let me just see here real quick. Where is she? I might as well throw in... there she is. I may as well throw in Aurora. She would definitely be in the orchestra pit with her hurdy-gurdy. Let me
The
just...
hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah. It does sound like something the Swedish chef would say, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you
hurdy-gurdy.
You will also see a couple of Silver Quill and Prismari students there, of course. So I believe you've met Rabina before. No, that's not Rabina. What's her name again? I'm trying to remember the student names. Mina Lee. That's Mina Lee. This is Rabina Larkindale up near... Yeah, that's Rabina. You guys also might be familiar with Grayson Wildmere. Him and Mina are both on the student newspaper. I forget what it's called at the moment. I'll look it up. But they are there basically just recording the event for the newspaper. But if you know anything about Grayson, or if you've run into him before, he's always looking for a story. He's a bit like a male wizard Lois Lane in that regard. He's always looking for a scoop. Always looking for details. So, and then we also have Zane. I'm trying to remember, what is Zane's last name? Zane is a member of the... Yeah, he's the cheerful-looking Genasi guy over here looking at the stage. There he is.
I think the newspaper is called the Strixhaven Star.
That's it. He's a Strixhaven Star. I'm trying to find student names. Sorry, give me one moment.
You're more than welcome. It's fine. Don't worry.
I just literally type in name of newspaper in Strixhaven.
Xanther Bowen. So Xanther Bowen. He's over here. Alright, and you will see there are also a couple of other rando no-name students around the place as well, just to fill out the just to fill the area out. Okay. So, everybody here who likes to perform is here to perform. Except for Rosie. I'm missing Rosie's token for the moment. She was the LARPing student that you met back in the first session. I might have to re-upload her. I might have to get rid of another existing token and re-upload her. But we'll worry about that later. Trying to think who else is there. I also imagine that Cataris, who's friends with Calligraphy, he would probably show up at some point because again he's also part of the LARPing guild. They'd want to be there, and of course the show band kids would be there. And even though Punchinello's player's not here, Punchinello is technically here, probably helping with things because that'll at least keep Punchinello involved in the story. Anyway, so I am going to continue on. You will see some beckoning students. I will just let's say this guy with the flag. He's perfect. He comes over. Oh, I don't know. This is as you're on the way. There's a beckoning student as you're on the way to the campus. He'll tell you what's going on. We're on our way to the Rose Stage over on Silver Quill campus. The Rose Stage Festival is finally here. Everybody's already practicing their performances. The festival is all about improv. The Drama Guild gives out prompts, and anyone who wants can take the stage and deliver their lines however they please. It's hilarious. You've got to come check it out. So that's us on the Rose Stage right now. Oh yeah. So you're right. So you'll hear cheers, jeers, and the buzzing of kazoos ring out as you draw near the Rose Stage on Silver Quill College's campus. On the main stage, several students play histrionically. I don't know what that word means. I
don't know either.
Yeah, Trionically. Histrionically.
Histrionically.
One wears flamboyant noble's costume, another wears a felt dragon's head. Oh, okay, yeah, we're in front of a place where there's a whole bunch of students who are dragons and dragonborn. Right. And a third word is-
Histrionically means very emotionally and dramatically, often insincerely for the purpose of attracting attention.
Okay, there we go. Now we know what that means. And a third wears a court jester's pantaloons. The audience roars with laughter as the scene plays out. Aha! Now a figure does approach. A familiar-looking figure. You know what? We're going to go with Nora because Nora's friendly with you because it does say this person is smiling. You're here to act, or maybe just watch, or maybe you're the musical talent. Either way, this is going to be great. I can't see to see what you try. Yeah, I would have said Quintilius, but Quintilius does not like you guys. Even though the guy who was pissing Quintilius off is gone. Yeah, well, actually, Quintilius does like Orion at least.
Me?
Yeah. Sorry.
I have a +2 with the guy.
Yeah, you are the one person in the group that Quintilius likes. So Quintilius is up on stage.
What was
and he is like,
what was the
sorry?
what was the owling's name? The second year.
Oh, that's Javanish Stoutclaw. Yeah, he's from Lorehold.
Okay. Yeah, because I got a +3 with it. Best.
Yeah. Well, you work with him. Oh, did you roll for your gold for between sessions?
No.
Go ahead and do
Neither
that.
did I.
Well, if you have a job, you roll for gold. Also,
I have a job.
yeah. You can also do like a flat charisma check to see if you did better with your friends in the certain groups that you're in. Feel free to do that now.
What's the role for the job?
Well, the roll for the job is 3d4 multiplied by 10. That's how much gold you earn.
3d4.
90. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, 90. That's pretty good.
80.
Yep, okay, you guys are flush. See, the reason it's only supposed to be 6 gold a week, but because we haven't been doing any extra scenes that we're supposed to be doing between story beats, because Roll20 is awful. Another reason why we're switching to Foundry, so for bonus content that I can insert. We can set stuff. We can actually set other stuff up and use the familiar settings for other encounters, which will be a lot more fun. But we'll get to that in year 2, and that's another reason why the setup will take a while. But we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, continuing on, right. So we're on the roll stage, and the floor is open. Quintilius is like, all right. A perfectly adequate performance, he says to the students who are just leaving the stage. Just pretend there's someone coming off now. Play them off, and then, Punchinello and Punchinello with, I can't remember what instrument Robin gave Punchinello, but that instrument, along with Aurora's hurdy-gurdy, plays them off, and also a bunch of kazoos for everybody who's in the seated area. So, there are kazoos. So if you're in the seated area...
It is like the 2010 World Cup all over again.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the part
Then you said
where...
you say roll a charisma check?
Oh yeah, you want to do a charisma check for your last one. So just a flat charisma check. Who are you doing your charisma check on?
Let's do it on Quintilius.
All right.
Which is a 2.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it does not go up or go down. It's just like things are just whatever. All right.
Charisma check of 4. Just with anyone, or
Whoever you want.
let's all go with Nora.
Well, 15. I will say that your relationship with Nora goes up another point. So tell us what you guys were doing. Tell me what you and Nora were doing between games for that role. Like, were you just hanging out, or was it all part of the job or something, or clubs that you were in?
Games. Mostly games.
Playing games.
Playing games together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
Maybe inviting some of her friends, my friends, that sort of thing.
Very nice. Getting closer. Very nice. Okay. Now, you guys are free to take the stage. Quintilius is like, all right, who's next up for the Rose Stage Festival? Come now, don't be shy. And not everybody gets this grand chance. Oh, Glacius, all right. So,
Glacius will step up, and before he pulls out his little flute that he has that he can play, he is going to do an ice breath in the air around him to make it snow down on top of him.
very
And then
nice.
precipitation, little butterflies out of the snow and do his flute.
Okay. All right, it's time for your prompt. So Quintilius puts his hand in a box, pulls out a piece of paper. All right. Glacius, Searfang, you are to give us a day in the life of a cowardly monarch.
I'll do a quick go on my flute. And
Yeah,
and
also,
then
Robina here will come up. She hands you some props like a crown, a fake crown, a fake scepter, and a fake cape, and then she dashes back.
I am gonna put the crown on real wonkety.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold the scepter upside down, so the big scepter ball is pointing the floor like I'm holding it
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
the cape is gonna be on front ways. Attention, my royal subjects. Only if you want to, that is. Hear thee. Again, please listen. I, your great and not so glorious monarch, Lord Fingerbottom, will now decree that wait, no, not now. Maybe in the future. Yes, in the future. No, wait, now. No, in the future. No, now. That every Tuesday shall be Cupcake Tuesday. No, muffins. Wait, what do you want? And he's going to point at the fire genasi in the front row.
I don't know, man. I think cupcakes are pretty good.
What about you? And he's going to point to the next one that's in front of him.
Oh, are you talking about Grayson?
Yes.
Just pinging to make sure.
Yeah, Grayson.
Okay, Grayson. Yeah, cupcakes, whatever. He's busy scribbling down on his notepad.
Next one.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's Orion. He's right in the back there.
Yeah.
Orion.
Orion, what do you want?
What do you mean?
What do you want? I was just suggesting it should be Cupcake Tuesdays, but if you guys don't want cupcakes, I'm taking other options.
Crumpets.
Crumpets? Really? I didn't think anyone actually liked crumpets. I don't really like crumpets, but if people want crumpets, maybe I should give you crumpets.
And Quintilius slams down a bell. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. How do we think Glacius did, everybody?
As I go to jump off, I'm going to fall on purpose, and the crown is going to fall. I'm going to tip the crown so it like rolls on the stage.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, well.
If anyone has played Portal 2, it's basically all you hear is the slow clap. It's just a mock slow clap.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Off with his head.
Yeah. All right. That's enough, Glacius. That's enough. All right. I'll return the props to Robina, please. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. We will take 2 volunteers this time. So please, 2 people come stepping up to the stage if you can.
I'm gonna say, Selena, if you'll join me on stage, please.
All right. This sounds like it could be fun. So yes, let's go.
All right. 2. I will draw 2 names. I will draw 2. I will draw 2 from the box this time. The first one. All right, Orion. You are an adult in a toddler's body. And Selena holds out another one. You are a brilliant but exasperated knight. And proceed.
So, myself then. Yes.
I didn't write the prompt.
I was gonna do a whole Abbott and I was basically gonna do a whole Abbott Costello who's on first, but
I do love that bit.
Apparently we're both on together, it
Yeah.
would seem.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you're not a toddler in an adult's body. You are an adult in a toddler's body. So basically,
then
any
I'm
story
just
where a baby acts as an adult.
puppy monkey baby.
Yeah.
Puppy monkey baby.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. No, that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is just walking around here, just going puppy monkey baby, puppy monkey baby, puppy monkey baby.
Oh, dear.
That's all I'm doing.
I don't. All right, I don't think that's exact.
I don't know what. I don't know this prompt. Like this prompt makes no sense to me.
You in real are you saying like you actually like you don't understand the prompt or?
I literally don't understand the prompt. I'm a adult.
An
You know
adult
what?
in a toddler's body.
You're okay. Imagine your brain got put inside a toddler's
I'm a
baby.
theater kid, but even this prompt is throwing me for such a fucking loop right now. Because
All right. I'll get you another prompt. Hold on.
I can do the Deadpool just baby legs, but
Okay. All right. You are a rampaging but erudite sea serpent.
okay.
So, Selena will walk up to you and nudge you with that prompt and say, "Come your dragon form. I have an idea. Follow my lead."
Okay, I switched to my dragon form, which I can't do on Xbox.
Give me but a moment. I shall do that.
Selena can do it for you. Don't worry. This is why
There we go.
Selena's got the assistant DM role.
Oh,
Woo!
I imagine the way I transform is basically just I basically melt into a rock and molten rock, and then reform into dragon form.
All right. So you are a rampaging but erudite sea serpent, whereas Selena is a brilliant but exasperated knight. So go ahead. Play with that how you will.
Oh dear Lord, the sea serpent once again. Really? At least it'll offer some semblance of fun. Selena is going to pull out her mace and her shield will form on her arm.
All right. So erudite
Well.
basically means you're a very smart sea serpent, but you're also angry.
so
I
very
mean-
intelligently smart.
Wait,
Intelligently angry.
wait, I have an idea. I have the idea. Psychonauts to dragon.
Are you still in there, or are you just thinking of what to do next? Basking in my brilliance, are you? That sounds like something you would do.
No. There's a line. There's like a line of dialogue for this, and I'm gonna use the.
I'm just imagining right now that Orion's like, wait, I got something for this, and he's like thumbing through like this book he has.
Yes.
I swear to God, I'm sure what the fuck he says.
Glacius is gonna start playing the countdown music on his flute.
Shut up.
A 23 for my flute
Very
countdown.
nice. Yeah. More people are paying attention to your notes than they are Orion's performance right now.
Trying to entertain while he's trying to think of the line.
Selena will just sort of drop her arms down and place her hands on her hips. Really? Come on now, you should have had this prepared long before now, Orion.
They don't give the fucking quotes, okay? Jesus God.
I love that. I love the idea that Orion actually said that in character.
No, I'm
You-
dead
Yeah.
serious.
They
They
never,
don't.
they never give me any quotes. I had to figure out all of this on my own. But then again,
No, I literally. Okay, you know what? I'm trying.
such an
Remember,
amazingly
I'm pulling it
brilliant
from
knight
memory.
such as
I am
myself
pull-
would
I'm-
be able to do that.
No, this is IRL. I'm literally pulling it from memory.
Oh, we know, but we're also playing that along in character
Yeah, we gotta
that Orion
Like
is.
we gotta
know.
entertain ourselves and everybody watching. So
I know.
Yeah,
Very
that
true.
Orion.
Shush. Yeah, it's like, okay, seriously, why are you even coming at me? I'm literally an intelligent creature. Why are you trying to treat me like a beast?
they're also rampaging.
Yeah, you're also very angry.
Oh no,
I
I'm
would treat
stomping.
you like
I'm
an
like stomping
intelligent
around.
beast. I would treat you like an intelligent beast if you weren't acting like such a baby. Stomping your
that's
feet as you
real
didn't get what you
mature
wanted.
coming. Oh, that's real mature coming from such a lowly knight. Did your mummy make those clothes for you? As I kick over a bush.
I am going. Prestidigitation, just to air horn it.
Give me a performance for that, please.
Try and help their performance.
No.
12?
It kind of works with that. Yeah. People are like, oh yeah, air horn. Like people have been doing that for like 12 years.
Selena is actually going to turn around and kind of mumble under her breath, whilst also casting something.
All right, what you casting?
Vicious Mockery.
Ooh!
Who are you casting it on? I think I know,
Orion.
but I have to ask. Oh, all right. What's the saving throw Orion's got to make?
A wisdom saving throw, please.
All right, make a wisdom saving throw there, Orion. There was an Owlin hoot there a second ago in the background track.
You fail. Oh, beautiful. Even better.
Wait, what?
You fail against my vicious mockery, darling.
Okay. I kind of figured that. I didn't see the roll because this thing is trying to throw me all over the place. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you will take 1d4 psychic damage after this. However,
Okay. Now I just straight up rear back and just All right, you want to play that
no.
game?
one moment. You haven't heard the mockery yet.
You gotta wait for the mockery, then you can accept.
I'm waiting for it, but I know it's. But you're ready for what's happening next.
Yes, Orion. My mother did make my clothes for me, but at least she's not a troglodyte like your mother is.
Oh!
Did I just hear that correctly?
And you, and you took the full 4 damage there, Orion. Yeah, the whole. You don't have to roll performance with that. Everybody in the audience is just like, oh! Punching nose like
All right,
triangle and triangle.
Now the air horn would be the perfect time.
All right,
Yeah.
I go. How dare you, madam? Your silly Brit king and your kniggets. I fought in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
I knew that was coming. I knew that thought was coming. Seriously, is that the best you can do? Is that seriously the best you can do, Orion? I get more play out of a hamster. And that's the one that I've caught and killed already.
Alright, you driggle draggle, thought doodle, duligo plus gloss putanier.
At this point in time, Selena holds her chest. Ah, good sir! Puts her hand forehead, her back of her hand on her forehead, like blushing and pulling her head away. How dare you! My father may indeed have smelled of elderberries, but I still do not understand how the world could have birthed such an irreparable troglodyte asswipe as yourself.
Yeah, the whole crowd's going, ooh.
I'm gonna lean
At
to the one
least-
behind
at
me.
least At least when I wipe my ass, I do it properly. You just lick yourself.
Oh. More of that noise going on. All right.
I'm gonna lean to the one behind me. I don't know who it is, and just
That
go.
would be Mina Lee.
I'm just gonna go. Think they're gonna start banging next or something?
Yeah, Quintilius then hits the bell. All right, all right. What a rousing joust of words.
Selena immediately turns around with her mace in hand and points to him. I am not done here, good sir. This man has dishonored me greatly.
Oh.
You can wait but a moment.
You know, you'd be more frightened if you weren't dressed like me nanny. You call that thing in your hand a weapon? Ha! I've cleaned floors with bigger moss than that.
And now
So
this
what do you
is
think of that?
Scottish.
I love the sudden Scottish.
Clive Drake, Barkle, gather up in Blatemore, Comroe Jesse off looking schooner, new plucky Sean milk drinking, so I fish shall bit, me mouth, sniveling warm-eyed, hooting blah vile stoochie, calibrate tatty.
Selena will turn to the rest of the crowd and kind of scratch her head. Did any of you actually understand what this imbecilic moron just said?
The crowd pretty much all just shakes their head. Not understand.
Good,
a
at
word
least
of
I
that.
wasn't the only one that didn't understand what he said. Now, for you, Orion, I have but a simple word. Or maybe three. I don't know. I'm never very good with words. Apparently.
We know that.
You can shut up too. Orion, you you're
Clearly you're not very good at words.
All right,
silver-bellied
you're
lily
losing the
fuck.
crowd. Don't make me hit the bell again.
Goodbye.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Quintilius is just sort of like, you've done your part. Other people are waiting. Come on.
Selena will turn to Quintilius. Thank you for this chant. It has been enlightening.
All right,
Okay.
well, that was riveting. Okay. Well, before we go
Okay,
for
that
break,
concludes.
we have time for one more. Could we get another 2 students, please?
Yes, fine. Why not?
All right, so calligraphy is here to join us, and we need one more volunteer.
Nora!
You want an NPC to go up?
I'm not getting involved in this nonsense.
like Lacey's is gonna go, Nora, get up there!
Nora being a Prismari, is like, she's gonna go, okay. Alright, so Noran, Wu, and Calligraphy. Okay, and Quintilius gets the box again.
Glacius is just gonna put a big thumbs up to Calligraphy. Just
So, Calligraphy, you were first up. And he rolls a 4. You are a furious ship's captain. And Nora, you are a mage who can't control their magic. Shame we don't have any of the wild magic sorcerers here today. He just, scuttles on over to his usual retinue. Doctor, I don't know why you picked that one, but sure, why not? Alright, so Calligraphy, you have been given the role of a furious ship's captain, whereas Nora is going to be a mage who can't control her magic.
Okay, let's see. You blew a hole in my cabin. What say you?
Oh,
Before I punish you?
oops-a-daisy, I guess I had a wild magic surge. Lol, so random. Nora just feels on the spot right now.
Unfortunately, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's a
that
point where
you just keep it's basically improv.
blushes and smiles and is just like, oh dear, this is why I keep you around.
Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. I love it. All right. So, what's your next line there? Because it's you get the next line since improv and all that. Or was that the line? The reason why you keep
That
them
was
around?
the line. Both the line and the truth.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was Calligraphy out of character or in character. My apologies. All right. Well, if you give me a chance, I'll see what else. I'll use my magic to fix the hole. And oh no, it's another wild magic. She flails her arms around, going, "Oh no, it's another wild magic surge. There's fire everywhere."
Gallius is just gonna cast like firebolt up into the air. Just
I'm gonna use my bag of tricks.
Oh, what are you pulling out of your bag of tricks?
I'm not sure because roll 20 doesn't have it as an item.
Okay, let me just check. Yeah, no, see,
I think you were given
this is another reason why we need to switch to Foundry when we're finished with year one.
It was a gray bag of tricks, correct?
Yeah, that sounds familiar, right? Gray
Yes.
bag of tricks. I'll tell
I
you
think I
what
have
to
to
roll in a second.
I think it's a D8, I think.
Yeah, oh no. Legacy. Gray bag of tricks, yeah. So roll a d8 and an animal comes out.
Let's see. Do it here.
the people sing the song of angry men.
A giant
I got a 6.
badger
So
just
a giant
appears right next to you.
It's just going. It's basically just going. Badger.
Yeah.
Badger. It's just doing the bat. It's just doing the bat.
It's just doing that right now. Badger.
We shape-shift into our dragon form. Move closer to Nora, wrap her with our tail and go, what say you before I end this? She raises a claw under her chin.
Oh, well, how about one more spell? Oh, no, it's another wild magic surge.
Can I just roll a performance roll quickly?
Everywhere.
Can I roll a performance real quickly? And then depending on how good it is, I want to tell you on what I'm going to play.
Do this. It's impossible to stay mad when he keeps talking like that.
Sorry,
Okay, I'm gonna start playing.
I keep doing the long Dennis voice from friggin' Cat Icarus. I can't stop.
I'm gonna play Careless Whisper on my flute.
Careless Whisper on your flute. Yeah, and it goes off
Can I
very
also,
well.
can I also join on that? Can I also join in on that?
Yeah, you can. Make a performance check for it. I imagine Punchinello is joining in on this as well. I doubt she'd miss out on that. Or they'd
15.
miss out on that. Sorry, I believe Punchinello was they them.
Damn it! Now I gotta take a long
Yeah,
rest.
you're able to join in quite successfully. We're going to say that Punchinello does it just fine. Okay. So who is next up in the initiative order? Oh yeah. With that, actually no, Quintilius with the guacamole everywhere, wild magic surge. Quintilius is just going to hit the bell. Right, that was actually pretty damn funny and adorable. Well done to you both. Time for a break, everyone.
I call the bad guy.
Yes, a break.
Yes.
That would be.
I call the badger
Improv is
back.
not your strong suit, is it, dear?
Sorry,
Good.
what were you saying there, Pros? I couldn't really hear you.
I'm just saying to Nora, improv isn't your specialty, is it, dear?
I mean, if I had the right prompt, which is, the excuse you hear everyone who doesn't do very well at improv say, like, oh, if I just had the right prompt, I could do better,
I'm just gonna wiggle my eyebrows looking at them still playing Careless Whisper.
Yeah. You two are still pretty close together right now. Neither of you have sort of like moved apart either. So yeah, that's actually quite adorable, really. Right. So the roll stage takes a quick 5-minute break, and you guys, I'm going to allow you some free time before we go back to doing more improv, and then we go over to our story. You guys all do get kazoos, but if you have your own instruments, you can play away. Members of the Strixhaven show band are there. Like, Robina is actually both in the play. Robina here, she is both in the stage performers and the show band. So, yeah, she's an actor and a musician. So, very musical theater kid, which is normally more a Prismari thing, but she's a Silver Quill student who's into this. And meanwhile, Quintilius, who is a Prismari student, is more about the authentic language and ancient poems, which is weirdly more of a Silver Quill thing. They've got those things flipped. It happens, especially with these artsy colleges. But yeah, now you guys are free to just go chat with people. Nora is going to go sit beside you there, Calligraphy. And you two can move a point up on your relationship status with Nora there once again. Yeah. Once that gets full, you're probably just going to have to hang out with other people because there's no point. You'll still be hanging out with Nora, but you won't have to roll for it anymore. It's just going to be all success at that point.
At what point is it full?
Yeah. Is it full?
That's a good question. What point is full?
It should say on the Strixhaven marker, if you look at it, I think it's hold on now. There is a relationship tracker, and I think there is a max for the relationship tracker. Where is it? Oh, no, it doesn't say. It just says the amount of points. Okay. You're doing great then. I think actually, yeah, you get inspiration from the people you are close with. So by this stage, take a point of inspiration. So she's literally the one who needs. So we're going to take a moment here because, again, RP heavy. Feel free to talk to whichever students you want. They're taking a break from.
I want to get to know that person behind me that's beside Orion.
Mina Lee. Okay, I can tell you a little bit about Mina Lee because I'm comfortable just telling you guys a little bit about the NPC students because you would know them by now at this point in the year. They're your fellow first year students. You see them around. So Mina Lee, get her up here. That's Rubina. We'll talk to Rubina later. So Mina Lee, her greatest love is the use of language. She adores subtle differences in intonation and vocabulary. She can shape one's perception of reality. Her fascination with language extends to spells and verbal components. She plans to conduct research on the variants of language and spells. One might tweak verbal components that the great that's a. So her love with language has led her to join the Strixhaven Star and investigate as an investigative journalist. She reveals truth, correct misconceptions, and combats injustice. She's also about investigating stuff. Right now, her and Grayson are doing a puff piece, which neither of them are happy about. On like they enjoy the show, but they don't want to just write a puff piece. They want to enjoy the show and actually do some real journalism. You know, they want to be here for the stage show and not waste the paper's time with nonsense. But you know, it is a university newspaper, so they have to keep everyone up to date on all the events. Yeah, she also works as a server at the Fire Jolt Cafe sometimes. I have not had her do that yet, but I will fix that at some point. So yeah, she does the Strixhaven Star as her extracurricular and the Fire Jolt Cafe as her job. So yeah, you'd know her from those places, and she'd know you. She'd be familiar enough with you. So it's like, yeah, Glacius, right?
Yes. And Mina Lee, right?
Yeah.
You're doing you're the newspaper.
Yeah. Strixhaven Star.
How are you finding the show so far?
I mean, I wish I wasn't here as part of the. I wish I wasn't here trying to write a publication. I'd rather just, get a chance to take part in the show myself.
Couldn't you do that and write a little bit like from the point of view of a performer?
We can't clash interest. We have to do some highlights, and they think if we perform ourselves, we'll just put ourselves down in the highlights. Apparently, someone did that before, so. Yeah, it sucks. But at least you seem to be enjoying the show. You got to do a one-man or one Drake performance, I should say.
One Drake performance. I get it. It's because I'm Pack Dragon.
Well, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good job. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. It seems weird that you're not allowed to perform though, because you think that would be a good point of view, because like being able to go what a performer feels like.
I know, but we have to keep an unbiased approach to these events. Look, I'd rather be investigating some of the weird stuff that's been going on around campus.
Oh, you mean like the books that came alive and things like that?
Yeah, and you seem to be hanging out with the dragons who seem to always be able to get to solve these problems.
Yeah.
Me on that?
He's gonna point around and kind of look to his fellows.
I'm waiting. She's got her she's got her quill. She's got a notebook out, and she's looking between you all curiously. So
What?
she wants to know what you can tell her about all the strange occurrences you've been experiencing throughout the year. She wants quotes. So what are you willing to say to Mina Lee, if anything at all? Imagine you're someone who's been at the heart of the scene of incidents, and Lois Lane comes barging up to you. That's essentially what's going on here.
Oh, well, if you must know, they all seem to be from the same source, or at least from the black ooze on everything.
A
That's
black
all I know.
ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson, did you hear anything about a black ooze? First time hearing about it. Grayson barks out as he's like, he's lost in his notes as well at the moment. But like, Mina's focused on you guys right now, whereas Grayson's checking over stuff. Grayson seems thankful for the break because he's also like working on something right now, flicking through furiously through his own notebook, trying to piece things together. Like you could probably imagine that Grayson probably back in his office or his dorm room, he has one of those chalkboards with all the red string on it. But he's annoyed that he can't be looking at that right now.
A true investigator, if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
yeah,
what
so-
I've been told, yeah, there's been black ooze every time.
Black ooze, okay, and this is involved with the incident at the Biblioplex with the. This has been involved at the Biblioplex with the fake mimics.
Remind me again, was there black ooze at the dungeon last session at the house?
No, that was the you guys didn't
No.
run into
That was
anything
a
there.
normal-
Everything
That
that
was a
you
normal event.
yeah, everything you guys fought at the mansion at Captain Dapplewings were were just regular defenses. Those things were supposed to be there to defend the mansion.
Okay. I just wanted to make
The
sure.
methods, the frogs.
Frogs, the
that's the three
same
events.
methods, yeah.
Oh, yeah, didn't that like really mean weird guy eat one of the frogs?
Yeah, you just see Nora just stare off distantly at the poor frog for being reminded about that. Yeah, because that was upsetting to her.
Yes, I remember that.
Someone remind me, how long do these, as I look down at the badger literally sitting next to me, how long do these things last?
Well, let me just check the. Let me just check. Oh, I closed the tab. God damn it! Hold on now.
Doesn't it last quite a while?
Bag of tricks. General creatures 20 feet. Rolling a d8. It doesn't say anything about how long they last, to be honest.
I mean, unless they...
I think it's usually like an hour, isn't it? Or
Doesn't
till
say,
like your long rest.
doesn't say anything about that.
I remember when I last played it, it was till
Oh
a long
yeah, the
rest.
bag can't be. Okay, so once you pull, once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled, you can't. Nothing can be pulled from the bag again until the next dawn.
So you have 2 more pulls before you can't pull anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't say how long the creatures last. That's just what it says.
So I'm just stuck with a giant badger. Okay, I can work with this.
Badger.
Yeah.
Shush. He's done doing that. I am now
Oh,
pitting
the
him. He is
creature
now my friend.
vanishes the next dawn, so he's here for the whole day, or if it's reduced to 0 hit points.
Okay.
You just have a badger now.
Yeah.
Yep. You can't have
Badger
friends
for the
though.
whole
You
day.
can pull 2 more times.
Yeah. So anyway, back to where we were. We were telling. Okay, so every time it's been summoned. So the first time it was a mimic that attacked after the scavenger. The second time was a bunch of frogs that students went to race. And that happened over at the Fire Jolt Cafe.
Yes.
From what I've heard, yes.
Yeah. And then the next time at the Bow's End Tavern, that is when steam methods erupted from the kitchen and tried to attack the cook there.
Indeed.
Right. Lucky that you guys were there every time. Not that I don't, for the record, I do not think it was you guys. Grayson actually has his own theory of what's going on. We're looking into all possible.
What's that? If you don't mind us asking.
Yes.
Grayson suddenly like scooches up next to you, like, gotta keep it down, right? Right? Keep it down, keep it down. Okay.
Okay.
My theory is that the bar looks over, make sure no one's listening in, scooches in close to you, and like he has everybody huddle in, the ones that are responsible for all this are the Auric. Just sort of leans back.
Can I roll a history check to see if I've ever
Make
heard
it
of
an
an Auric?
insight. It wouldn't be a history, it'd be an insight.
Okay, insight.
Yeah, that sounds like a
I
good
still-
thing
I
to
still-
roll
I
right
still get-
now.
Natural 20.
Alright, yeah, the Auric are notorious. They are a bunch of, like, very evil warlocks that a lot of them were kicked out of Strixhaven for, you know, some extreme practices, and they honestly want to take down the whole ruling class that currently exists and also take down Strixhaven. But mostly not because, you know, they actually have any good political ideals, but because they are a very bitter group. In fact, their founder was someone who was denied to being Oracle of Strixhaven because they were kind of a jackass who didn't deserve gaining the title of Oracle. Like,
So
yeah.
you mean the people who want to try and get the place shut down?
Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
so this is so it's just Ravnica all over again.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
No, like, trust me, that the Auric are actually bad news. Like, they are, they don't actually have, like, I'm explaining now as a DM to you, the player, so your characters would have an idea about this. They are essentially a notorious, more or less terrorist organization that really don't like people having rules over them. Like, it's basically like, imagine if America actually did get gun control, but then there were people who started making terrorist attacks to get rid of that gun control. That
Also,
kind of
please,
thing.
Daddy Twitch, please know we are just talking hypotheticals here.
Hypotheticals, yeah, I probably shouldn't have gotten that specific. But that's the best example I could come up with.
Daddy Twitch, we are just being hypothetical here.
Yeah, like, you know, just being reasonable with putting in reasonable laws to protect people. Like, you know, they don't want their magic to be limited, but they want to they want to summon, like, they want to fuck around with world-ending threats kind of a thing. They're trying to fuck around with magic that could potentially endanger a lot of lives. It's not like, oh, they're stopping us from creating life-saving magic. There's like, no, they literally want to fuck around with magic to try and become gods or some shit. Selfish stuff, more or less.
Yeah.
The Auric are very power hungry. They are not a nice organization. And Strixhaven is very good at, like, you know, keeping, like, a lot of safety laws on this sort of stuff, you know? That's why the Auric want to take them down. Because, you know, there's no control over that. Sorry, what were you saying there, Trolls?
No, I was just going back into the game and role play and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, please continue. I just that's the lore dump. But back to that was Grayson's reveal, so you're back to that.
You think it's the Auric?
Yeah, it's the Auric.
They're powerful, right?
Ooh yeah, talking pact with ancient demons.
Then why would this be amateurish?
I was just about to say that. It feels very too amateurish to be...
Yeah, but that's what I want people. You want people to think that it's just some sort of stupid prank or something like that. No. Tell folks, right now, Auric are us. They are playing tests with this oily substance that you keep finding. I know they're up to speed. I think I know exactly where they're getting this stuff.
Oh?
I think they're getting it from a specific area in the swamp, Sedgemoor. And Sedgemoor, as you would all know, even though none of you attend Witherbloom College, that is part of the Witherbloom campus. It is a very dangerous area of Witherbloom because Witherbloom is a literal magical bayou, and you know how dangerous actual real life bayous are with you know, alligators and shit. Now imagine a fantasy bayou with alligators and magical monsters.
Rolling down the bayou.
Yeah.
Alligators the size
Swamp
of a
puppies.
bus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, swamp puppies.
The the groths. That's the swamp puppies are called. No, I'm not kidding. There is an actual creature called a groth, which is a
Yeah,
giant
yes.
swamp-dwelling dog that
They're
lives in
just
the
a
water.
bunch of babies.
That will literally eat your face off.
It's just a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I just suppose it's not beyond the pale of reality. A powerful organization could be just testing something new.
Have you heard anything about anyone trying to go like deal with it?
Look, we don't have enough. We're trying to get proof. We're trying to blow the lid off this thing. We can't get anything solid yet. And also, we got kind of banned from investigating. I mean, if we could find a spot, we could at least put the brakes on what they're doing right now. I had this pile
Well,
of holy water I wanted to dump one place.
well, we could do that for you if you can help cover for us.
Not right now. Hey, telling you, this stuff. Yorick. All right. So, I'm going to bring that conversation to a close. You guys are still on the break. So is there anyone else you would like to engage with, like converse with, for tonight, while the break is still going? Sorry, I just want to keep, unless you have, do you guys have any more pertaining questions about the Auric, I suppose, before we move along? Or...
Not myself, anyways.
All right. Sorry, I just... What were you going to say there, Bros?
No, I can't think of anything either.
Okay, okay. All right, well, there's still plenty of people here you guys can talk to that I'm pretty sure you guys haven't met yet. There's Xanther Bowen. There's Rabina. I mean, most of you are familiar with Quintilius at this point. Yeah. And I guess you guys have...
I'm just gonna go over to the hot Genasi man and just go. Thank you for playing along with the prompt.
Hey, no problem, man. I mean, it's always fun to help people out. This is Xanther Bowen. He is essentially the friendly jock stereotype. So, like, if you ever read Nerd and Jock comics, Xanther is essentially a jock from that. But he is also magically gifted on top of that. He is part of the intramural gymnastics club, and he's also part of the Mage Tower cheer squad. So you would know that about him. He is one of the most popular students on campus. He is very well liked. So it's kind of weird seeing him here by himself for the moment, but I did not want to overload the place with tokens. Yeah, he is exceptionally athletic. He is the lead of the cheer squad, so like head cheerleader. He basically joined the gymnastics team so that he could perform better for the cheer squad. And he is into a vast array of musical styles and arrangements. He's very into his music. So yeah, he's always the life of the party, this guy.
And by the way, to give you guys an example of what an Auric looks like, check in chat Discord.
Oh yeah, they got these really weird glowy purple masks.
I put it in the Discord chat for the voice call.
Yeah, yeah. That is exactly what they look like. They are quite terrifying.
They're quite cool.
Yeah.
My inner edgelord is just like, yes.
They have a
They were almost a playtest faction, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we have that sorted out with. So Xanther.
The name's Galax. Galatius.
Oh, you have trouble with your own name there, man?
Yeah, sorry. I was just like, you're quite handsome, so my brain kind of went short.
Don't worry about it. I'm just a guy like everybody else trying to have fun.
And I'm gonna hold out my hand to shake it.
Yeah.
Shake his.
he sort of like tilts his hand, grabs it, and does that sort of handshake kind of thing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Like, just super charming.
As he grabs it, as soon as he grabs it, I'm gonna make steam come off, like with prestidigitation. Just
Yeah. You okay there?
yeah. That's just. I tried to make a joke because I said you were attractive. So
I get it. I get it.
Ice.
Fire and ice. I get it. I get it. He's sort of finger gunning at you right now.
But yes, are you gonna have a go on stage?
I mean, I don't know much about acting. I'm more of moving my body kind of a way. I could do. You know what I've always wanted to
No,
try?
but you do. You can do.
I
You very nice
always
one.
wanted to try improvisational dance. You know,
could ask if you could do that.
so just
Well, we're on break.
Yeah. I'm going. I'm going to go talk to Quintilius, see what he has to say about it. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. I'm going to see if I'm okay to do that. All right, Glacius. Yeah.
Pleasure.
I can't stand those people.
You can't stand guys who just like to be fun and like to get along with people.
No, that voice is the most cookie cutter, god awful voice. I just can't stand it.
Fair enough.
Who's that woman on the stage right there with next to the group token?
Oh, that's Rubina. That's Rubina Lee. She is a Silver Quill member. She is part of the show band and the Play Actors Guild. So she is a musician and an actor.
And someone I should know from being a stagehand.
Yeah, she helps out with that stuff all the time. So yeah,
Okay.
Rubina's quite nice. She's really into like musical performance and stuff like that. You know, she would like if Rubina was a real person, she probably wouldn't be into more modern musicals. She'd be into like sort of like the old school musical from like the 1950s and 60s and stuff like that. She'd be more into her like Guys and Dolls, West Side
We're
Story.
just a crazy bunch of guys and dolls.
Which isn't a song from that musical. That was just some bullshit the Simpsons made up. I love it.
I know, but it's still so good for it.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Greece.
Greece is technically from the 70s. The Greece is like Greece was basically that 70s show, but it's more like that 50s show. It was more like, hey, we're nostalgic for the 50s here in the 70s. That was Greece. It actually didn't come out in the 50s. It came out in the 70s. But I guess that'd be closer to the area that she'd be into. She definitely wouldn't be a fan of Grease 2, but I don't think there's anyone who likes Grease 2.
Is there anyone who likes Grease 2?
Yeah. It's just like, hey, what if we did the exact same thing, but the genders are reversed? Oh, right. But yeah. So, yeah, Rubina, you can absolutely talk to her if you wanted to. You can also go chat with some of the students that you haven't met before, or if not, we can do a little bit more improv before we get to tonight's event. Because you know there will be an event.
Oh yes, there will be.
Could I roll I guess a history or whatever to see if I would know who the Auric Overlord is, or if they even have a leader?
Like a boss?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't think there's a name for the main Auric, but like I can tell you right now.
It's for the card
For the card.
that this is based off of, it's Extus. EXTUF.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
Auric Overlord.
Yeah, that's probably him. Yeah. So Extus.
He's split. Because he's a flip card. It's him, and then it's like a blood avatar kind of thing.
Yeah. So you would know that sometimes Auric recruiters and blood mages would come over to the school in secret to try and press gang students from Strixhaven to be spies for them, and try and get they always try and make some tempting offers, especially students who are under pressure from the school, people who are in danger of dropping out and things like that. People who are not doing so well in school and they think they can corrupt their side. That's the orc.
Ooh.
Just
So yeah, right. There is. I don't think there's anything else right now. So I guess Xanther does before the break ends. He does get to do his interpretive dance. That's the word I was looking for. He does that on stage. I'm not going to bother rolling performance for him because he's so athletic. He probably nails it, and he goes back down to take a seat as Mr. Popularity. Right.
Did I get any sort of relationship bonus from?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes,
I
you did get you did get a point with him.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of that cursed toad meme of, my body does not define movement. Movement defines me. Where it's like it's
Exactly
toad
like
with
that.
really long fucking legs, and I am cringing so hard right now. Just
Well, actually, his
Dude,
dance
hot fire.
would be epic. Like the lines would be correct. Those exact lines, yes, but his dancing would be amazing. He is actually really good.
I mean,
at it.
I know. But the meme for some reason just makes it's making me cringe. That's what popped in my head.
All right.
It's like long leg toad is not correct. Ugh.
Right. So, you get a bond boon, as you do whenever you get a positive relationship point. You enjoy a high social rank as a result of your association with Xanther. Most of your peers
Ooh.
fall over themselves to do you favors. It's like, oh my god, you know Xanther, you were able to talk to him. He touched your hand! That kind of shit.
I will never wash his hands again.
Yeah. Like, you know, they are fucking tripping all over themselves. Like, oh my god, this person's associated with Xanther! They're that excited. They are that excited.
Oh god.
Yeah. So, with that, we are. I'd say the break is over. So Quintilius is going to try and call people up to the stage one more time. If not, if you're not interested in that, we're going to move forward. So Quintilius is going. All right, we have. It's time to start up again. Who wants to try some improv next? And do any of our players want to take him up on that? You guys can go again after the break. Azul is a flat no.
no, not my speed.
All right.
He says.
And does anyone who's already gone up want to go again?
Um.
I'm fine not going up.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. to
Okay,
move on.
okay. All right, we're going to say that a bunch of like nameless NPCs go up, and the evening passes. It's going on ahead. Quintilius has had to hit the button. He's been having a few like glib shots at everybody, like going, "Oh my god, this is what I'm doing today," that kind of a thing. And eventually, a stagehand does head backstage, see if there's anything else to grab back here, and right. So I'm going to have to read the next blurb. Where am I right now? There we go. All right. There it is. All right. The crowd roars with laughter, and the festival appears to be reaching its height when suddenly, confused guffaws followed by screams of terror ring out. One of the stage drops barrels from its handler. Monstrous shrieks come from the frothing beak. What used to be a comically posed owlbear painted on wood is transformed suddenly into a real enraged owlbear, and it's rampaging right towards you. So you will see this owling. They go, ah, 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 the cardboard owlbear, and he's just right on stage, cardboard owlbear, and it's barreling towards you guys right now. So we're gonna roll for initiative.
Hey.
Yeah, hold on now. I have to get my notes.
I would have been like probably over here.
Yeah. So we're just going to involve you guys in this. We're going to say there's other stage props coming to life that other people are dealing with. But yeah, you guys are going to have to deal with this one. So just to make sure to explain what everybody else is up to, you guys are dealing with the most dangerous one, of course, which is the owlbear. The other ones are just much smaller creatures. Luckily for you all, the one that everybody was worried about, which is which most people were worried about, the black dragon prop, did not come to life. So there you go. Okay, so Glacius, your initiative is a 23.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Nah, 5.
I am
17.
I am
That's
so glad that thing didn't come alive. That black dragon did not come alive.
Yeah, because you guys would have been
We'd all
fucked
be
then.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
would have
like-
been.
Yeah, because I told him not to do so. Fucking
23?
tailed death tyrant. What the fuck?
No, he didn't try and bring the prop to life. What he was trying to do was okay.
And he was
So
trying to summon one.
he tried to get
Which
he
was-
wanted one for the actual stage.
All he had to do was ask. I could have literally doused the magma part, the lava part in my body,
Yeah.
and I could have posed as a black dragon. All they just have to do is just
okay,
add.
so
prop
Orion
one
got
line.
a 5.
Yeah, I'm dead fucking last. I know.
I got a 23.
I'm just-
23.
For the sake
I
of
can
simplicity,
already-
it's just going to be you guys tonight. I'm not rolling for any other students. Clint also got a 23, but you have a.
I have +3 to my initiative.
All right, since Clint does too, which one of you two wants to go first?
Rollies? Do you want a rollies? Just whoever rolls a higher 20?
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, who has the higher dex?
We both
They
do.
have
We
the
have the same
exact
deck.
same decks.
Oh,
Oh, are we missing? Oh, Selena rolled a 17. Okay.
I rolled a 7.
All right. So, Azul.
Oh, wait, didn't come true. Sorry.
Also,
I rolled an
23. Selena.
20.
17.
14.
Alright, Nox, you're going first.
All right, Nox is going first. That does make things a bit easier. And sorry, what number? Calligraphy got a 21. So calligraphy is all right. I got a roll for the owlbear now. So Callie, 21, and I oh shit, I don't have an owlbear. So owlbear 5e stat block right now. I should have just got my monster manual open, but oh well. Alright, so the owlbear has has a +1. Okay. Okay, 13. So it is going second last. Okay, I actually also have to change the music because we just have chattering students right now in the background.
Where's the screaming and mayhem music?
I'm playing it right now. It's battle music anyway. Okay, so first up in the initiative is Glacius. Glacius, go ahead. Honestly, this is another reason why we gotta switch over to Foundry, because this will be so much quicker, but go on.
Yeah, I am going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level.
Alright, those are all automatic hits. So I believe second
Yeah.
level is 4 darts, correct?
Yes.
So roll all 4 darts with the plus there.
Oh, sorry. Why did it only roll 1? So I'll just roll 3 more times.
No, it's because all of your damages are the same on the magic missiles.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, it's
so
yeah.
it is 4 times, so that's 16 damage to the owlbear then.
Yes, and then I am going to use 2 of my sorcery points, I think it is.
Okay.
Let me check. Just to see what it is. Yeah, 2 sorcery points to cast Firebolt as a bonus action.
Alright, roll your attack there, please.
Well to hit?
It doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Oh, dang.
Alright. So next up in the initiative order is Azul.
Hoi, hoi, hoi. I'm just going to... I think it's still within range. Yeah. So I'm just going to use my breath weapon on it immediately.
Alright, so what's the dex save on that?
That would be...
We'll roll it while you're checking that out. It's a 10.
It's a DC 12, so... it doesn't-
Okay, so roll and it's the full damage then.
Yeah. 7.
damage. Okay. All right.
And then I'm just going to stay where I am and move on.
Okay. Next up in the initiative order then is Callie. Calligraphy, you are just
Okay.
10 feet away from it.
Okay.
I'm going to just move
Yes,
Nora out of the way, saying she's dealing with another threat.
Going to cast poison spray. And it needs to succeed on a actually, you know what? Never mind that. Going to actually move up to it over here.
Okay.
That's 5, 10, 15. Actually, in front of that. There.
Okay.
And we're going to Primal Savagery. It is a
Ooh.
magic attack.
With advantage as well. Because of flanking.
Oh yeah, you are flanking it. You're diagonally flanking it.
Attack bonus is 6. It's 1. Am I doing this one? I didn't do that.
That is a hit.
Oh well. I should do just
Oh,
one
roll
more
another
time just to
d20,
see
see if you get a critical, but that one is a hit. Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. You got a hit. You got a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to put 2d20 instead of the one, otherwise, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's third level, so it's 1d10.
9 damage. Okay.
Can I do anything else with a bad bonus turn?
All right. Let me just see now. I will say that this transform owlbear flop just seems to be well, a normal owlbear would be bloodied, but this one, instead of like bleeding blood, it is bleeding a very familiar black oily substance.
Nope, can't do anything with this bonus action.
All right, then.
Go ahead. Next turn.
All right. So next up in the initiative order is Selena.
Okay. Selena's going to pull out her warhammer.
Yeah.
Armor is going to form around her, and she's going to swing with her warhammer. With
Okay.
advantage.
Woo!
14 does hit.
That's 11 points
Roll again,
of
just in case
warhammer.
for crit.
Okay.
No. I've set it up so that this one rolls.
It automatically does the advantage. Okay.
Ah,
So, I'm also going to burn a first level spell slot
okay.
for
Ooh.
divine.
All right.
Divine smite.
Divine
So-
smite.
That is an additional 2d8 radiant damage. 9 points of radiant damage.
All right. This thing is looking real rough right now. It is its turn next, though. So it is going to do a beak attack on Selena and a claw attack on Calligraphy, and I am going to Selena, Calligraphy, I call odds or evens.
Calligraphy?
Evens?
Evens. Okay, Selena,
Evens
your
it is.
odds. Okay. Selena, you get the second claw attack. So I said your beak claw and Calligraphy is 1 claw. Alright, so I'm going to roll those attacks now. There's 3 attacks, you 2 are the ones in reach. So beak first, RD20 plus 7. All 3 of these attacks are plus 7, so... Does a 21 hit you, Selena?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Alright, so first attack hits. Now the first claw attack, which is its second attack, is going after you again. Does a 19 hit you, Selena?
It does.
Okay, so 2 attacks that hit Selena. Now the last attack going for Calligraphy. Calligraphy does a 10 hit you.
No, it does not.
Okay, so Selena, you took a lot. You're going to get the damage there now. So I'm just going to roll the beak
Okay.
damage and the claw damage all together.
Problem.
there we go. So you take a total of 27 damage.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction.
All right.
Oh.
I need him to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw. All right. RD20 plus 1. 18.
Seats. He still takes 2 points of fire damage in return as I
2
cast
points
Hellish
of fire.
Rebuke.
All right. Okay.
Hit.
It does help, believe it or not. Orion, it is your turn. You are the last in initiative order. Orion,
You there?
it's your turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
15, 20. Right here. And... Here's my one ahead. I'm gonna use my magma breath.
All right. That's a dex save, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's the last thing I rolled then. Okay. So 12.
I believe that fails.
Okay. Roll your damage there, please.
There's 1d6 fire and 1d6 bludge.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the fire damage.
All right.
And so 5 in total.
That is exactly what you needed to kill it.
Hey!
That's exactly what you needed. You got exactly what you needed to take this down. That is, oh my god. I normally wouldn't say that, but like, you know, when... So yeah, might as well, how do you want to do this?
Looking at this thing, I just go, Quintilius, I apologize in advance.
As the magma clears, this owlbear dissolves back into the cardboard cutout prop, and it's covered in that black oil. And we did this all in one round of combat.
Yeah, I am gonna quickly run up and grab some of the black goo into a little like vial.
All right.
Oh, careful,
before-
careful, it might be hot.
As quick as I can, just so I can, and then pocket that. See if I can secretly pocket that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just saying, like, you might want to be careful. It might still be hot. It might be boiling.
What can I say, Crate? You have a paladin on you.
All right. So after that commotion, that whole 6 seconds, Grayson comes running up to you and says, "Okay, this is good. You got more of the black stuff. Listen. In between that, before there was an attack, I got an in for you. All right, for Sedgemoor. Okay. So, Professor Totsky, Professor Johann Totsky, she is a Silver Quill Professor of Shadow. She needs certain ingredients collected in Sedgemoor. So if you go collect those ingredients in that specific area, it'll give you a shot to investigate this. All right.
Can I roll an
I've tried this
insight check,
already.
dude?
Okay. Go ahead. Roll an insight on Grayson there. He's very sincere. He wants to blow this thing wide open.
Good.
At the end, but would you perhaps wait till after I've made sure my friend here is not hurt too badly? She gestures over to Selena.
Oh yeah, of course. Look, what was that entire fight? You guys took that thing out like what, 6 seconds? Which is literally how that round works. So yeah.
What can I say? We're quite talented.
Yeah. Like, hell yeah, man. You just hear Xanther say it from behind you.
Selena's still
I
standing
was
there.
on black fume before I slowly changed into my human form.
Selena's just standing there, nose running with blood, mouth pouring with blood, claw marks across her entire body.
Yeah, you took a
Ow.
big beak damage and a big
That's
claw
gonna-
attack. Like, on the,
I
claw,
have-
on the claw attack, it rolled the minimum and maximum on the die.
I have 5 hit points left.
Yeah!
I think I
You
have
have spell
27
damage.
total. And it rolled max, and it rolled near max on the beak as well.
Oof.
Yeah, see, the plus 10 there is because each attack's a plus 5. Since I was rolling them together, they get added together as well.
Oof.
Yeah. So you calligraphy avoided a 2d8 plus 5 damage there. And the average for that is 15.
Okay, so we're casting Cure Wounds on Selena.
Honestly, guys, well done. You guys took out an owlbear in a single round of combat. That's very impressive for level 3 characters.
Yeah, for level 3 characters, that is
Great,
crazy.
You've also got to
That's my
realize
health
there
for
was.
Selena.
Thank you. That was 16 damage with a magic missile.
Yeah.
Then there was the addition of 9 points of damage from calligraphy, 22 points of damage from myself,
Yeah, which, well done. Yeah, like,
and then we have a fairly strong party.
you do, and it's amazing. Imagine if Punchinello was here. I don't think everybody would have gotten a turn. You know?
Probably not.
Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah.
I will go back.
You guys did the exact amount of damage needed to take it out as well. 1 round, the exact damage. All right. So,
Selena, should I try to do another one?
all right. So we're
It's enough to see me through for the time being. Thank you very much.
So we're pretty much done with the combat area, and we have about 17 minutes before we normally end. Or yeah. So we try to keep it 2 hours at least. So we're going to go. Do we want to keep socializing here at the roll stage, or do you want to move over to? Do you want to move over to either the Fire Joel Cafe or Bull's End Tavern for social times?
Is there one we haven't done of the two of them?
No, you've been to both. You went to the Fire Joel Cafe after Captain Dapplewing's Manor.
Okay.
I will say though, the Silver Quill teachers, and of course Prismari teachers as well, but mostly Silver Quill because this is a Silver Quill owned stage on their campus. They are going to be very grateful to you all right now for saving the stage and stopping another attack.
I pat out whatever embers are left.
Yeah.
Just so the rest of the stage doesn't catch on fire. Just like
Yeah. Good point. But like this stage is on a magic school. They're probably protected from like flames and whatnot. But yeah, like magic spells and elemental things like that. Like you have to remember, Prismari use this stage, and Prismari are all about the elemental magic. So
Yes, we are.
Fire and magma and ice also happen. You know, other stuff that could damage the stage, and acid, yeah. And lightning, electricity, and sonic booms from thunder magic. Has to be a pretty sturdy stage to survive all that. Don't know if the audience can half the time, but you know, we got mages on staff for that.
That's what the nurse corps is for, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of the Witherbloom mages do. It's actually Witherbloom that's in charge of like keeping people alive, because their whole thing's about life and death. And they have the most dangerous campus. But yes. So, you guys are free to choose if you want to hang out here or go to one of the little hangout spots. Up to you.
Um,
No
I
exam
don't
this
mind.
week for you guys. That's cool. There's no exam. Maybe in the next session though.
No need to study.
Yeah, no rollies.
What does everyone else think? Would they prefer to stay here and roleplay, or do you want to see if there's any different NPCs in the?
Well, I can pull up whoever you guys want to hang out with.
I'm gonna head to my job.
Bozen Tavern.
See if-
That's where we're going then.
Yep.
Let's go to the
Yes.
tavern.
Well, now it's a little tricky to move it because for whatever reason this is small. Okay, there we go. So yeah, here you guys are at the Bowls End Tavern. There's a few familiar faces already here. You'll see Nora. Yeah, these are the people who are actually. I'm gonna put her back here where she'd normally be cooking, because she's the chef, dwarf chef lady.
Hot orc man, hot orc man.
He is the owner of the place. He's also tough enough to be a gladiator. I also went for a more traditional looking orc because I do not like the Strixhaven orc designs. They got these like stupidly massive tusks, and it's just like those are not practical. Those would be a hindrance.
Yeah, they've got the Match the Gathering half orc.
Yeah, they're like I prefer the D&D Strixhaven orcs to just have D&D tusks rather than the MTG
Match the
ones.
Gathering
Yeah.
tusks.
Yeah, so you guys are back over at the Bulls and Tavern. Is there anyone else you guys want me to pull out to hang out here? We got Greta Goron. We got Nora. We got Javanish. We got
Oh,
Kadoris.
hang on.
You're going to hang out with your buddy Javanish. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna challenge him to a drinking contest.
All right. We will say that is best of 3 Constitution roll.
I will also definitely join in on that.
All right. Well, each of you are going to roll. All 3 of us are going to roll con rolls, and then we are going to.
Constitution save, or is it just Constitution period?
Just Constitution rolls. It's not a Constitution save, so just flat Constitution roll. He is a second-year Lorehold student, so I gotta find that. What is the con of a second year? Aha! Yeah, Lorehold Apprentice, I believe it is, and his con is just a +1. So yeah, RD20
I believe.
plus
19.
1. 19, okay.
30-20.
11, okay, so yeah. First round goes to Glacius. We might have to make this a best of 5 since there are 3 competitors, and there could be a 3-way tie.
Come on, I thought you two were going to be good at this drinking game.
Okay. So, second roll, everybody get ready.
And roll.
Oh, my best. Oh, okay, yeah, not doing great tonight. Okay, Orion, you get a point there. Okay, so it's 1-1 right now, and there's still 3 rounds to go. R20 plus 1. I just have to hit up. Javanish got a 9 for his third roll. Got a 10 for his third roll. Okay, Glacius got a 12. I believe that's a 6 for you. So Glacius gets 2. Because it's the first roll out of those 2. I don't know how you just do a regular roll. It just keeps doing it at advantage. But it's the first roll we decided with those last time. Okay.
Yes.
RD20 plus. I could have just hit up. So roll number 4. Glacius is winning. Oh! Javanish got a point there. But Glacius is the one who came out on top. So Glacius, 3 points. Glacius has won it. So
Glacius is just gonna breathe, let out cold air into his mug.
So this one is for honor between you and Orion. For you and Javanish, Orion, and Glacius. If you win this, it's just you showing off. I don't think Javanish is winning this one. But you never know. You guys could roll really low. Nope. Natural 20 for Glacius. So
Oh, I just beat him.
So Javanish is on the floor. Orion, you're feeling woozy. Glacius, you're fine. And
I'm just gonna look at Orion and lick my lips. Just come on, big boy.
you're like, "Oh, okay.
I was just like,
I normally do better than that. I normally hold my beer better.
I drank with the best in Boros. Do not test me, you icy bastard.
And then Tolk is going to go over. It's like, hey, boys, you're supposed to be on the clock right now. What the hell are you two doing?
Just a bit
Hey,
of fun, boss. Just a bit of fun.
They started this. I have to join in and school them.
Yeah. So you both got scolded by your boss, but you each get a point of friendship with Javanish.
Hell yeah.
I am now at +4.
All right.
Ah!
So you guys get everything. I'm gonna tell you guys this. So while you guys are hanging out here, Grayson got you guys set up with one of the Silver Quill professors to do a job for her to gather ingredients. She needs some ingredients picked up at Sedgemoor that you guys will have to be collecting for her in the next session. So that'll be a big one. It'll be pretty much the finale for year one. But I might set up like a quick little one shot between now and then, just so we could have like some spring, maybe some summer break kind of stuff, like a one shot or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys will have to collect a certain amount of ingredients. I will have to read up on that. So it's Yoheen Totsky that wants you to collect it. She is a human professor of Silver Quill. And she needs these samples brought back to Professor Lang, who teaches the Magical Physiologies course. So that is what you guys are trying to gather. Well, that is the general gist of why you're trying to gather things. It doesn't say exactly what you have to gather just yet. I'm sure it's somewhere here in the books. After this, you guys will go to level 4, and we will go on a break for some time. I do not know how long, because I have to learn how to set up D&D in Foundry, which is a million times better than Roll20. Roll20, I'm sorry, but running games on you is not fun. All right, we've hit the 2-hour mark anyway. We're getting close to the end now. Is there any final things that you guys will be doing in your downtime before we sign off from the game? What downtime activities are your students going to be doing?
Just working.
Just working, okay.
Working and making a bit more time for my current relationship, Aurora.
Oh, lovely. Okay, we'll have you. We won't do it now, but we'll have you roll sometime a flat charisma roll, see how that's going. Right. So, Glacius, what are you up to?
Glacius probably working, and he'd probably try and flirt with Fireboy a lot more.
With Xanther. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make a flat charisma roll for that at some point. Azul, what are you going to be doing in your downtime before
I
the
guess also.
hold on. I'll get back to you in a second. Let's give Azul a chance. Azul?
Clint?
Yeah.
Clint?
Yeah, what is Azul going to be doing now between now and the next session?
Probably more books.
More books. Okay. You know what? Take a student dice because you're studying. You're doing stuff that I'm supposed to give you guys extra student dice for that sort of stuff. So you get student dice for that if you're doing study in your downtime. I think there's supposed to be a roll for it, but Azul does a lot of reading, so I'm just going to hand wave that. And calligraphy. What are you doing between now and then?
Mostly work, getting to know the people that actually
weren't so fucking awkward.
other stagehands, other people that work at the stage, the actors, the musicians. Just that sort of thing.
All right, Orion.
And I, as part of my work, just real quickly before we go back to Orion, just during my work, I am going to talk calligraphy up with Nora.
Yeah, I'll allow that. But okay, Orion, what was the other thing you wanted to say?
I was gonna say maybe try and figure out if I can look up the Oracle, the Oracle of Chaos.
Because we have a second, we have a second Orion here. I'm just going to get rid of that token. Oracle of Chaos. You're right.
And maybe try and flirt with any females that are in the Dragon Chess Club.
I think there is a girl there. I'll look that up for. I'll actually check that out now. I think there is a lady there who plays Dragon Chess. So yeah. Just check real quick. Extracurriculars. Oh yes, there is actually. Her name. We met her in the first session. She is a student. She's a human. She is a student from Quandrix. Her name is Talina Kapul. Yeah, she was talking with the Dryad guy when you guys were over near the bushes. So yeah, we.
Oh yes, I remember that one. Yes.
Yeah. You can. Talina is. Yeah, so we'll do a flat charisma check to see how things are going there with that. But yeah, we're nearly wrapped up with year one. After year one, I'm going to try and make some improvements by using Foundry. And we will be doing that when we hit year two. So with that, does everybody want to say something before we wrap up and raid out to someone?
Just thank you very much for the awesome session. It was very fun.
I'm glad.
And thank you to all the players. It was very fun.
I totally wasn't just flying up by the seat of my pants. Haha. Oh!
I can't wait to torture my own players on Sunday.
Nice. Everybody else?
Nothing from me. Just
No, nothing for me either.
enjoyed myself.
Everybody have a good weekend.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds like right.
Same
Sounds
sentiments.
like-
All right. My friend Taro Gatal, aka the Bull, is actually playing Spyro right now. So after a dragon-themed D&D session, let's go see someone play a dragon-themed video game.
You say that only seems appropriate right now.
Yeah, hell yeah, it does.
The
Yeah,
Reignited trilogy, but the original.
I think it's Reignited.
Yes.
You know what, a Spyro game I really want to get a remake
Oh,
of. I want
Spyro:
them
A
to.
Hero's Tale. I think that actually might be one of the PS2 era games.
Yeah, I think it's one of the PS2 era. I want them to do a remake remaster of the Elijah Wood Spyro games.
Yeah, I hear those got better as they went on. I hear the third one was actually like a really looked over gem that people missed out on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off stream. We'll see you guys next time. We're going to start our raid out the Bull. Thank you all so much for watching. We will have more TTRPG streams in future. And I will probably run some quick one-shots with some of the mini adventures from Shadow Dark before we get back to Strixhaven, because it's going to take some time before we get that set up. Anyway, thanks guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.